Are you feeling overwhelmed by the chaos of modern life? Tired of endless decisions, emotional fatigue, and spiritual burnout? You're not alone. In the middle of deadlines, distractions, social media noise, and personal pressures, one ancient spiritual path is helping millions rediscover peace, clarity, and deep purpose right where they are. It's called Ignatian Spirituality, and in this episode, you'll discover exactly how it works, why it's still relevant today, and how it can guide you through real-life decisions, stress, and uncertainty. So stay with us, and before we go deeper, take a moment to subscribe, because here we bring timeless biblical and spiritual truths into your modern, everyday world every single week. Ignatian Spirituality is more than a religious system, it's a framework for life, built on the spiritual insights of Ignatius, the 16th century soldier-turned-mystic who believed that God is in everything, not just in church, but in daily choices, work, joy, grief, and even mistakes. This way of life teaches us how to discern clearly in the face of big decisions, recognize God's presence in everyday moments, live with purpose and joy, even through suffering. It's not just for monks or nuns. It's for you, the parent, the teacher, the entrepreneur, the caregiver, the seeker. If you've ever asked, God, what should I do next? Why do I feel spiritually stuck? How can I find peace in the middle of this storm? Ignatian Spirituality has answers. Subscribe now, because this is the kind of wisdom that transforms your life from the inside out. One of the cornerstones of Ignatian Spirituality is discernment, the spiritual art of making wise, godly decisions. Unlike the world's version of decision-making filled with pressure, analysis paralysis, or gut instincts, Ignatian discernment asks, does this choice bring me closer to God, or further away? Do I feel peace, or unrest when I imagine this path? Am I acting out of love, fear, or ego? It's a deep process of reflection, prayer, and listening, not just for answers, but for alignment. Example, you may be wondering if you should change careers. You pray, and over time, you begin to notice where your energy increases, where your soul feels alive, and where anxiety fades. That's discernment in action. Discernment is not about being certain, it's about being spiritually aware. So if you're facing a decision right now, pause this video and write in the comments, I'm seeking discernment in my. We'll pray with you, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another spiritual tool like this. In a fast-paced, screen-obsessed world, it's easy to miss the divine. But Ignatius taught a radical idea. God can be found in all things, not just in worship, but in washing dishes, laughing with your kids, or even sitting in traffic. When you train your spirit to notice the divine presence, life becomes deeper. Even painful moments can reveal hidden blessings. Try the Examen prayer, a 5-minute spiritual exercise done at night. Replay your day in your mind. Notice where you felt joy, where you felt off. Thank God for both. Ask for grace for tomorrow. This single habit has helped countless people move from anxiety to intimacy with God. Drop a comment if you've ever experienced God in an unexpected place. And if this inspires you, make sure to hit that like button, and most importantly, subscribe. We're building a community that sees God everywhere. In a world obsessed with getting, Ignatian Spirituality reminds us that the deepest joy comes from giving. Saint Ignatius said, love is shown more in deeds than in words. Whether you serve by volunteering, helping a neighbor, mentoring someone, or simply praying for others, every act of love matters. Here's a challenge: do one hidden act of kindness today. No one has to know but you and God. Then come back here and tell us in the comments, I chose service today. When you live to serve, you live in joy. And if you want a life built on joy, you already know what to do. Subscribe and share this episode with a friend who needs spiritual encouragement. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need a willingness to see, to listen, and to walk with God through the ordinary and extraordinary alike. Ignatian Spirituality won't remove all of life's problems, but it will transform how you move through them, with grace, clarity, peace, and purpose. You were not made for overwhelm. You were made for divine alignment. If this episode spoke to your spirit, don't let it stop here. Subscribe now and join a growing global community dedicated to spiritual growth, mental clarity, and purpose-filled living. Click the bell icon so you never miss an episode that might shift your entire week. And leave us a comment below. Where are you seeking God in your daily life? We read every single comment. We pray with you. And together, we grow. Until next time. May you walk with peace, live with purpose, and find God in all things. This is Ignatian Spirituality, modern, meaningful, and yours.